Well, guys, guess what? We're back here with some more commentary for Georgetown this time, though. We're going to be doing my heat and the finals for Georgetown and go from there. I'm repping some other derby guys. Apparel is the word I'm looking for. So if you guys know who this is, leave a comment down below. The hair is getting out of control. It's peak derby season, and I haven't had time to go get a haircut. I haven't even shaved the beard. But you know what? We're here to build cars, smash cars, fix cars, and talk about cars. So let's get back to some cars here. So let's start this off with Georgetown. So this is going to be in my heat in Georgetown. So I would like to talk about Georgetown. We brought our mini meltdown car there, and you know what? There was a lot of life left in that car, and I don't know. So here I am coming up to the ring. You guys notice fire extinguisher. I had to put that in there because that meltdown, you guys don't need it, but here in Canada you do. Guys checking my battery, just trying to cover it up a bit, but unfortunately that's actually how I start my car, so I kind of need it to get at it. Getting all suited up, driving into the ring. So my car was a little hurt. There was a lot of cars in much better shape there than mine. I don't know. Getting ready. My buddy, he's actually a flag guy for this one. Cheater Dale, shout out. It's nice to see you, nice to talk to you, nice to shoot jokes with you. But we're getting going here. So in this heat, there was a Honda Civic, a Camry wagon, another Camry, and another Camry. Some things happened in this derby that I wasn't overly happy about. One, the announcer. The announcer was basically getting the crowd to boo us, and I wasn't overly happy with that. So I think this guy's already kind of dead. He looks like he's having some problems. Oh, he's going again. I didn't really want to waste my car against a dead car, but we'll talk about the announcer near the end. Good shot there. If you notice, I come in on a 45 to the back of the Camrys. If you come in square, you're just going to get your bumper wrapped around the cage. Now, let's talk about me hitting the back of this car right here. This is a Honda Civic. I'm just going to rewind this video a bit. Watch. I hit him, and as you notice, I kind of went up. So I'm realizing that my bumper and my radiator support is hitting his rear tire and climbing. So if something bad happened and I hit him with a lot of force, my car would go right up into the back of him, giving me no traction on my tires. So that's something that I have to remember, is that if I hit the back of him, I'm going to end up off the ground, so I could get hung up in him. So I want to basically use the front of this car, because the back of this car it got a lot of life in it as of right now, but I do remember that it needs a lot of work in the back. We did replace all the rear suspension, so I did think there was a lot of life left in the back of the car. So there's 5 cars in this heat, and they're taking top 3 to feature. So we only have to beat 2 cars here. Can't get a good shot there. Hit him, spun him. Gotta beware of those blocks. They're telling me I have to hit a guy. So this is the one thing I'm not really overly happy with here, is they tell you in the ring they want you to hit people, but they're telling me to hit a dead car here, which I wasn't a big fan of. 15's been having problems the whole time. 15 or 16, I think his number was. So like, didn't really want to hit him because kind of thought he was going to be out kind of quick. See, that was a square shot. We didn't put a lot of force into that because there's no sense to, because I'm just going to be putting my bumper into his cage. See, I'm hung up in the back from here, and this is what you don't want. You do not want to get hung up in the back of a car. So I'm trying to steer the opposite way to get broke free, and there I'm free. So that's what we want. We do not want to get hung up in the back of a car. That could end your derby very quickly. Don't want that. Don't want that at all. So they're still telling me to hit number 15. I'm telling the guy, like, it's a dead car, but they're telling me to hit him. So now there's only 4 cars left. So 3 of us are making it to feature. Get spun around. Trying to get out of the way of that car coming in. As you guys can tell, it was kind of light out at this point in time. But I'm just kind of taking my time, turning passenger side to the wall, driver side out, keeping an eye, don't want to get sidetracked by anybody. They threw a red flag right here. Right there. What are they doing here? I did edit out the red flag. So now we're going green again here, boys and girls. Now it's game on. So there's only 1 more car that has to die to become top 3. And I really didn't like doing heats at this show. There was 10 cars and they wanted heats. So they put 5 of us in each heat and 3 made it to feature, but then they ended up sending 4 to feature because they said 1 was the most entertaining driver. So it was really 8 cars in the feature, but then only 6 made it out. This was a weird setup here. So I'm pretty much just biding my time, hoping that somebody else will make a mistake, not doing any big shots. If I get given a good tire shot, I'm gonna take it. Square hit, nothing big, just keep the hits going, push them a bit. Back up. I seen him coming, didn't want to give him any tires. Good shot there on the back of me, but trying to get out of this corner down here. Honestly, guys, this derby was like 3 weeks ago, so I'm trying to remember it now, but I'm seeing what I'm doing. Not a big shot here, just that's a Camry wagon, and the backs of the Camry wagons at this rule set are a little soft, so if I hit it, I could just bury myself inside of it, and that's not what I want to do. You don't want to get stuck up in the back of another car. So I see a passenger tire shot, I take it, but I'm actually being pushed from the back of me. I'm gonna pause that right there. Did you guys just see what happened? This happened so quick. So ready? Get given a passenger tire shot and I get pushed into it. So if you guys watch the outside of the video, I'm actually being pushed by the Honda. So I get a good passenger tire shot there. Now I back up to get a second one. Motor comes back. I don't want to give it away to the aftermath, but I'll give it away. I smashed the sensor off the engine. So that car died 32 seconds before me. Not even 30, I'm gonna say 3 seconds before me. So I am praying that that car does not refire. And I'm trying to refire mine. They throw a red flag. I'm like hammering stuff, just hammering stuff inside the car. Trying to find my electrical, trying to find out what's going on. It took us about almost an hour to get this thing refired in the pits. I'm not gonna tell you what sensor, but I lost all power to the crank sensor, and the crank sensor was not messed with at all. So, this derby's just about over, but we ended up getting 3rd, which puts us to the feature. And that's all I wanted to be, was feature bound at this point in time. We have Steven there, we have Josh, we have Roy, and myself. Steven's our new pit guy. Steven is turning wrenches like a champion. So, with Steven there, we're able to get these cars fixed and get back in the ring. Now, let's double shot this and get the finals. They're yelling at me. He's saying I teamed up on him. I'm defending myself here. I don't like being called for stuff like that. I try to be as fair as I can in the ring. Let's skip the intro. We're inside the ring here. This is the mini finals right now. So, car's doing good, and it's gonna be a good show. So, back off the wall. I think this is going to be like a hardcore slaughter fest. That green car came right after me after the bat. car died. I'm thinking to myself, did that sensor just short out again? No. I thought I did everything I could. So the car is a little bit rougher for wear now, but I was expecting this to be extremely high-paced, fast environment right now. And the green car got my driver's side tire again. So I hit, all that was driver tire. I hit only with the driver tire. I was like, I'm done. That was a nice big shot there from that Camry wagon. I tried to get my frame rails, but look at, I'm hung up in the back of them. That's not what you want to do. You do not want to get hung up in the back of these cars. I'm pretty much just being slugged around the ring right now. Sometimes, guys, you got to take it. Don't get hung up with all the other cars, because if you get hung up with them, that's when you get rubbed upon, and they get your tires, they break tie rods, fun things like that. They're not really fun to break. But now I'm just starting to get my distance from everybody, get across the ring, see what's going on. They ran a lot of figure eight. Oh, that was a good shot there. His buddy tried to get me, but he got driver tire on him right away. This track, can you guys see this track? The figure eight guys destroyed this track. There's almost a foot of like a soft, powdery, limestoney beach ball sand, and it's very easy to get stuck in. And I actually get stuck in it. So I pretty much have nose out, just doing small defensive hits just to the nose to keep the cars going. The wagon just got stuck there. I don't really want to dig a hole because I'll get stuck. Just make a hit, get out of the way. I got 60 seconds. You make a hit, get out of the way. Get back to where you feel safe inside the ring. I'm leaving myself open here for a big shot on the backside, which I do not like doing. As you can see, I'm trying to like look back. There you go. Left myself open, got hit. That's what you guys got to think. You leave yourself open at the end of the track, someone's going to take that shot into the back of you, and it could destroy your car, it could destroy theirs, could get you tangled up, could hurt you. You never know. So I'm having steering issues here. The Honda looks like he's having a bad time. Got him. I think that was a little bit of tire there, but I do think I got a bumper a bit. So this part of the track down here is super soft, so I don't want to spend a lot of time in it, but I guess what? I end up spending a lot of time there. Got sandwiched between two Camrys right there. Sometimes that's not where you want to be, but it's where you end up. So that Camry wagon in front of me is still good, it's just stuck in the sand. And that's what you do not want at these shows. I told myself, stay out of the sand. But guess what? I ended up in the sand. So do you hear that V6? The V6s sound so different than 4-cylinder. I hit my buddy Josh on the driver door, said sorry. It happens, guys. We made eye contact, he said sorry, or he gave me thumbs up, I said sorry. There is a couple V6 with cars with headers in here. Look at, I just get hit in the driver door. I don't really care, it happens, right? You don't want it, but it does happen. I think I say that every video that it happens. We're pretty much being outran by every car in this track now, and I didn't know it at the time, but at the end of the Derby I know why. I feel like I almost got rolled here, but I definitely didn't. It just feels like a big rollover when you're in the car. Getting spun, another driver door, don't care. Give thumbs up, guys. Especially these smaller ones. I'm trying to turn around is what I'm trying to do, but they keep spinning to me so I can't. Getting a nice run with the front of the car here. He threw door, I slammed on the brakes. Get door shotted again. That's a problem. You get door shot a lot, who cares? There, got a square hit. Made my reset count right there. Just Just make your hit. I know that car's tough in the back. I know I'm not at a risk to get tangled up in the back of it. So we just make our hit and then carry on. Good hit there. It was a big enough hit to actually shove me backwards. So I know inside my head that I'm not going to get tangled in the back of that car. A lot of these guys are running really, really aggressive replica bumpers. So don't really want to tangle with those ones too much. So guess where I just ended up? I ended up in the sand. So I'm thinking that I have a broken axle right now, but I don't. I can't see the sand being thrown there. But there's a red flag. I ask him if I have a broken axle. He tells me I have 20 seconds left. And my axle's not broken. But I've already taken off my neck brace. I've already undone my helmet, so now I'm doing the helmet back up. So, here we go. I'm stuck in the sand and a guy comes and hits me, and I was able to keep going. That's it, guys. If you get stuck in, hopefully you have a friend in the ring or some random guy comes up and hits you, because if you're stuck, you're stuck. So now I know that I'm pretty bellied out and I know the track's in bad shape, so I'm just trying to move, but I know something's wrong with my car. The whole rear tire is gone. So as you can see, my camera is actually like on an angle and my driver's side is really, really low. And I'm up on the blocks. I'm having an extremely hard time steering. And I'm just being picked apart here. I can barely move. He's twice as fast as me. Now I'm trying to like move my shifter. It won't go into reverse. Sorry, I'm getting in the action. You know when you're racing on the like Nintendo Switch and you kind of lean? There we go, I got it in reverse. The shifter's all bent up. And it's like, so the cable right in front of the pin bent down, so I'm trying to straighten it back up and get it back into it. There we go. Got it in drive. Guys, I am struggling to move here. So I don't really want to give it away because the aftermath is coming. This guy knows that I'm hot, and he knows I'm struggling, and I'm trying to turn the wheel. The tire is so far into the body that one tire is not turning on the car. The passenger side tire isn't turning, so I'm only trying to fight with one tire and the shifter's giving me a hard time. But guess what? This was a $5,000 to win show. Can you see them over there? They're looking around inside the car. They're re-teching me. These $5,000 to win shows here in Ontario, they re-tech, so they drill a 1/4 inch or I don't know.
I heard you were laying it down.
I don't know what size they drill, to be honest, because I don't measure. But then they stick a little camera in there and look around. And they told me it was really hard to drill my holes because all of my plates were touching. They were all 1 inch apart when I came into the Derby. So guess what, guys? We came second overall, and it was good enough for a $1,000 payday. Unfortunately, I did not win the $5,000, but you know, I'm happy with any show that I can walk away with. My hands are too close together, but it's a giant check. I've never got a giant check before, so I was pretty happy about that. But let's talk about the announcer. I was pretty unhappy with the announcer. I think the announcer's job is to get the crowd to really cheer for you, really get into the Derby. This guy here was getting the whole crowd to boo the drivers. Boo the drivers. He was calling tag teaming and all this, and I didn't find that right. I found it very degrading, and I found that it makes me not want to run this with this announcer again, because it made me feel like I wasn't wanted, I wasn't respected. You can clearly see that I wasn't tag teaming. You can clearly see in the videos before that it was 2v2 because of the groups that were there. And I think that there was tag teaming, but I think it was 2 people versus 2 people with 1 random guy inside the ring. And I will say that I think that the match went my way with my friends, but if it went the other way, then it would have went the other way. I just find that the announcer made it very unpleasant and made it feel like we weren't, I don't know the proper word. I think it's respected or wanted. I think he made us feel like we weren't wanted at the show, and that kind of sucked. Happy with the money, happy with the tech. I was happy with the respect that the mini tech guy gave me. I had to cut, not a lot, but I did have to cut in tech, and it was just a spot that I put too much 9-wire from sub to body with all those little cross patterns that you guys see me do before it went, and I thought it'd be fine, but he wasn't having it, so that did have to be cut off. But I did like the respect I got in tech when I said to him, let me read you the rule and understand how I read it and stuff like that. So I did enjoy that. I did enjoy the tech aspect. I just did not enjoy the announcer. I found the announcer just, you're supposed to make the crowd cheer for the Derby. You're not supposed to make the crowd boo. And I didn't like that. But thanks for watching, guys. If you're really liking these commentary videos, please leave a comment and a like. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.